So when I first met Charlie, he was in the year 1 class. We went outside to the playground for the PE session, and I was all equipped, ready to deal with many different situations, and Charlie did really well within the first 5 minutes of his delivery, but then some triggers had actually made him unable to carry on with the session, so he needed to go into isolation for a very short period of time, and that was my first experience with Charlie.
Charlie has ASD, so he's on the autism spectrum. Mainly his social, his speech was delayed basically by a long way, so in terms of interaction with kids, and that lot makes it harder to form friendships. Shrewsbury Town and the community have helped Charlie in a big way, I suppose. We've come to the school about a year ago, and the difference has been quite big. He's very competitive, so he never likes losing, doesn't like being last, like any kid really, but it's like, again, it's just the extremes of it. So it's been amazing the work that they've done in terms of getting him to participate more and teaching him that losing isn't a bad thing, and that, you know, and how to deal with that. So the help for him has been the fact that in multiple ways really. So it's helped him because then he can interact with his peer group more, and it's been amazing the work that they've done with him, and the improvement in terms of for him hopefully will be long standing.
Simon's relationship has got a brilliant relationship with Charlie, and Charlie's now lasting sort of 2 PE sessions in one morning, which we would have never thought would ever happen at the start of the year. I think actually it's not only impacted him in the PE lessons, it's impacted him in the classroom as well, because when he comes back in and in the afternoons on a Tuesday, he just seems to be a bit more happy, seems to be a bit more relaxed, and I think that is down to having those PE sessions.
Learning to deal with things is big for everybody, but like for someone with autism, there's loads of little things that we just take for granted. You don't even think about. It's been such a development thing for me having Charlie as my son. It made me a better person. Realise simple things that you don't ever take into consideration, and to help remove some of the difficulties is huge. So where would Charlie be without them? He'd still be Charlie, but we wouldn't see as much of Charlie as you normally would. It gives him the ability to help process his day-to-day interactions with people.
I must say there's been a stark contrast now to the Charlie we see today, who has got built resilience. He's now being connected with his teammates and showing that he can communicate effectively and he can be part of a team. That's a huge contrast in the person I saw before to the person I see now. The world's his oyster basically, so it's been a beautiful journey for him, and we've really enjoyed being part of that journey, but it doesn't stop now. We want to carry on, continue to nurture and develop him. We want him to be the best that he could possibly be.
He can be himself more, and just one less battle he's got to have every day.
Can you just come in the canteen?